He provided it. The ring was pretty expensive that I picked out, and he didn't complain about the price.
A furious fiancé cancels the wedding when her groom can't come up with the perfect ring.
His credit was bad. I let him borrow $1,400.
What is so bad about that, Angela? When you get married, you help your future husband or wife.
Where's the help when it comes to me? I just want my ring. Can I have my ring?
Enter Christina's court. Only one voice, one justice, one message. There are many judges, many decisions. But when the verdict is in, only one truth is golden. 27-year-old Detroit teacher Angela Perkins says her ex-fiancé forced her to call off their wedding because he didn't buy her the engagement ring she wanted, so he should pay for the wedding expenses. She is suing for $3,757 and is here with her mother, Priscilla Wiggins. 37-year-old healthcare worker Stephen Corbitt says Angela called off the wedding, so she should be the one to pay. And he is countersuing Angela for $797 for pain and suffering.
All rise. Please be seated. All parties have been sworn in, Your Honor.
Thank you, Renard. Angela, you canceled this wedding. The love of your life, you say.
Yes. I was basically tired of him. He borrowed money from me in February 2007.
Where was this taken?
That was at the Poconos.
Ooh, what were you guys doing there?
Well, he proposed to me there.
How
March
romantic.
2007.
So tell me, start at the beginning, Angela. What was it like when you met him? Tell me about him.
Okay.
How'd you guys meet? Everything. I need to know everything.
We met at Wayne State Library.
Put me in a loving mood. Go ahead.
We both went to school and met each other on the elevator. And we were initially friends. Then he started to like me. And he was very persistent and charming. And, you know, he told me he was a deacon and that God sent him on earth, this earth, you know, to be my mate and to marry me.
And are you a deacon?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. That was something I didn't at the time want to disclose, but at this point, yes, I am.
Okay.
So we started to date, and I started to like him and eventually fell in love with the person that he was because he made me believe that, you know, he was the one, you know, everything lined up on paper.
So how did it get to this point?
Well, he borrowed money from me in February 2007.
How was the relationship like during the year before he borrowed money?
It was great because whenever I asked for something, he provided it.
So he was a provider?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's what you liked about him?
I liked that, and in addition to the fact that he helped me with my daughter, he was very loving to my daughter.
I have a picture here that you took her to the father-daughter dance?
Yes.
That was a very cute picture. Adorable picture. So not only was he somebody you loved, but he was also, oh, there it is. That's so cute. That's adorable. So during the whole first year that you were dating, the time you were dating, he borrowed some money from you?
Yes.
Why did he need to borrow money from you if he was the provider?
We were in the process of getting married, going to get married, and we went to put my ring on layaway. At the time, he was doing well, so he said, with his distribution company. So the ring was pretty expensive that I picked out, and he didn't complain about the price. But then things started going bad because a lot of his irresponsible decisions with the business. And
like what? What did he do in the business?
Well, he would basically pay his workers when they wouldn't really do much work, like just for riding around with him.
Your Honor, I just want to object. The thing about it was, Angela was she had a little envy and jealousy with the female workers that worked with me.
Why?
I don't know, because we all went out on a promotion.
Is that true, Angela?
I did not like the way he would treat his female workers.
Like, how did he treat them?
For example, he has one worker that he would receive texts from her at 2 in the morning saying, "Don't call me anymore." I didn't understand that, and I wanted to understand that better, but I couldn't. Even when he said, you know,
so
Angela.
she says that maybe, what does that mean?
I had, before this particular worker that Angela's just referring to, I had 3 other female workers. So at the time, one of us, on one day, we came back and one of the cars were keyed, and it had a really bad name on the side. So that put a strain on the working relationship. You know, it starts with a B. I don't want to end up what the word was. But nevertheless, we don't know who keyed the car.
Do you think he thinks that you're responsible?
I think he thinks that.
Yeah? Do you?
Yes.
So you didn't like the fact that he doubted you?
Exactly. I don't like how he blamed it on me and just insisted that I did so. And I'm saying, do you have any proof? Did you see me do it? Did you hear someone in the neighborhood?
He must think that you're awfully jealous for you to...
Yeah. And I even said, maybe it's one of your other girlfriends.
So you think he was cheating on you?
Definitely.
Were you
Let me get
cheating
back.
on
Can I get back
No
to...
way. No way was I cheating on her.
Can I get back to the female worker I was dating? So when we broke up in July, he told me that he asked her for sexual intercourse.
When Christina Sword returns.
Is it true she told you that you weren't making enough money?
Yeah.
What is so bad about that, Angela? When you get married, you help your future husband or wife.
Where's the help when it comes to me? I just want my ring. Can I have my ring?
So what do you take out of all this? Do you think your daughter was being too demanding, too perfectionist? You tell me.
I think she was being too giving. Okay? I wouldn't have gave him nothing.
Okay. I'm with you there, but he paid her back.
Yeah,
The
but I still,
$5,000?
you know, I've been
And he
married
took care of her?
24 years.
I hear you. I hear
and it's my own husband today borrowed money from me, and I took him to a lawyer to sign a promissory note. Okay. Because if you have debts that you promote yourself, you clear up your own debt. I loved him when I first met him because I said, Angela, he's a nice guy. She said, I don't want him, Mama, he too fat. But I didn't know that they was gonna end up together. You see, this came about a surprise to me when they told me they was getting married.
Okay. Why is it that you do not think Stephen is good enough for your daughter, Angela? Explain this to me.
Okay. He told me I never even asked your daughter to marry. I didn't never get on my knees to ask her to marry me in the first place.
Why would you say that, Stephen?
Well, at the time, because Angela is controlling, where she has to control
Is
the
she
type
really?
of ring that we get, the type of everything, I wanted to have some type of mysticism where I bought the ring and then I was able to get out on one knee and propose to her the right way. So that's what I meant by that. I didn't mean that I wouldn't marry her, because
Okay.
I still have feelings for her and I still love her and I still will marry her. But I wanted to leave some
But
type
Angela,
of
you're not going
mysticism,
to marry him, right?
some mysticism about it
If
in
he got on one knee,
relationship.
you wouldn't marry him today.
No.
Because you don't love him?
Not because I don't love him. It's because of all the stuff that he put me through.
Okay.
Regarding
So then what else?
finances.
Just
The
quickly tell me.
credit, the whole credit thing, you know, his credit was bad. I let him borrow $1,400 to fix
And
his
that's
credit.
where we have this promissory note,
Yes.
right?
Well, Your
Okay.
Honor, after my business went down, because my female workers were gone, so I wasn't really producing the sales that I was before, she talked about me getting a job. I got my MBA. Surely you should find a job making 6 figures.
Is it true she told you that you weren't making enough money?
Yeah,
Because you had
exactly.
an MBA?
Exactly.
Okay. And why was your credit so bad? Because of the business?
I live and die by my financial decisions, and I had to pay like $10,000 a month for the business, so it left me with some problems
So
as
it
far
was a
as
bad
debt.
investment.
Before the business,
Bad
I'm
investment.
sorry, before the business, his credit was messed up because there was things on his credit report from back in 19.
Okay, so you picked him. You got to know him. He has bad credit.
Yes.
I had bad credit.
Which is okay because, like I said, I did
So
help
what's the
him.
problem? If you knew he had bad credit, so now you're using that as an excuse
He
to say
lives
you
with
wanted
his
to...
mom. I could not take, it was
Yes,
just
I
too much
live with
on
my
me. He
mother.
was irresponsible.
Like, how else was he irresponsible?
Like,
You're not telling me.
He doesn't make moves before talking to his mom. If his mom says don't do something, he's not going to do it. She's all in our business. That was another
Her
thing.
mother's in our business.
I did not
She's
like
here
his mom.
today.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
All right.
You're in her business.
I'm not
Tell me.
in their business like they want. They brought it to me. They
And
asked for
yes.
me. They want to know if I can give them some kind of.
Well, no,
you
no.
know,
You
help
know, actually, it
with
started.
whatever they
I
need.
had to
I
postpone
told-
the wedding. Remember?
Yes.
And that's why I had to just break down and say, Ma, because she thought it was my fault that I was postponing the wedding. Well, why are you postponing the wedding? People are involved. They're getting their tickets from all over. Ma, it's not me.
So they
Steven
both came
is
to
going
me.
through a lot of stuff. his credit, his car is messed
She
up. I have
keep
to
talking
help him
about my
pay.
credit. I've gone from 450 to a 650 credit score.
With the
And
help-
within a year.
With
Why
the
you
help
can't
Within
get
a
a
year.
job at the bank?
Okay, Mom, I think you should probably sit down. We need to let her
Within
finish
a year.
telling you the story.
With the help of
So-
myself and his mother.
3 things. My
Okay,
credit,
okay, fine. But
a job.
what is so bad about that, Angela?
And I
when
got
you
a
get
job.
married, you help your future husband or wife. That's part
Yeah,
of marriage.
when you get married, you
but
do.
so what? Even before.
Where's the help when it comes to me? I just want my ring. Can I have my ring?
When Christina's court returns.
Here's the organizer, the walk down the straight line. Here's the one that walks like this. No, come back, come back. You always need somebody to keep you in line. It sounds like you guys are perfect for each other.
Judge Anna, they both would be 2 educated fools.
Okay.
In Christina's court, a furious fiancé cancels the wedding when her groom can't come up with the perfect ring.
So you promise to pay everything half or no?
well, we opened up an account and to pay some of the
Which
expenses.
he had to be a beneficiary on the account because his credit wasn't good, so he couldn't be the primary, the other primary
So you
on the
open
account.
the account and
I
that's
just
where you
want to object,
deposit.
Your Honor. I went from a 450 to a 650 credit score.
I heard
that we
you.
Can't,
And then men say women repeat themselves.
okay, and I also have a job too.
Okay. So let me ask you another question, Angela. Do you think if you would have gotten your dream ring, would you have been happy?
I think I would have respected him a little more because he would have tried to keep his word with me. Because from March 07, when we put it in the layaway, he put $399 on that ring.
So you felt-
all the way up until January 2008.
So
that's
let
too
me-
long. You
so-
didn't make enough effort.
Okay.
$399.
So essentially, it's not about the ring. It's about the fact he didn't want you enough
Exactly.
to marry you.
Exactly.
Which I don't agree. There's an ability, stability, and a willingness. And so at the time, I just simply was not able until I got my recent job. So from May, I had those months of accumulated bills. And with Angela, I got to give her credit. With her being on my back, she upsets me so much that I want to go out and pay off all my bills and get everything straight. So in that regards,
It sounds like you two are perfect for each other. I mean, really, Mom. I mean, it sounds like you guys are perfect for each other. Here's the organizer, the walk down the straight line. Here's the one that walks like this. No, come back, come back. You always need somebody to keep you in line.
exactly. And I
Think about
agree.
how much fun you'll have for the rest of your life if you're always keeping him in line.
I got one thing to say, please.
Yes, Mom, please.
Okay.
Because you're so pretty.
Oh,
Please.
thank you. Judge Anna, they both would be 2 educated fools. Okay? We don't need that. You know, she is smart enough to keep up her bills and her credit. You have, in order to have something today, you have to have good credit.
Maybe that's why Angela was put here, to make sure
He shouldn't be with his mama. He should be on his own.
Your Honor,
So the thing is, when you pick a husband, you pick him.
Thank you.
Your,
Pick him right.
Yeah, that's true too.
yeah, Your
But
Honor.
sometimes you take the good and the bad.
Exactly. And there's an
sometime-
opportunity
and
cost.
And there's an opportunity cost.
Yeah, exactly. I went back to school. I sacrificed some things in order to move ahead. She's not understanding that. It's not where you are, it's where you're going. You've seen where I came from 450 credit score to 650. Why would you want to put a judgment on me and send me back to the dumps?
So what was your credit score again? I don't remember.
It's
And the reason why his credit score, he claims, is because his ex-girlfriend before me took him to court for $3,000. So it's like,
That's a
did
whole
you
nother
learn
issue, Your
a
Honor.
lesson then?
that's a whole nother issue with that.
But didn't he take a restraining order out on you? Isn't that true?
Yes.
Yes.
And she called my job, threatening to get me in trouble. So then I said, wait a minute, this has gone too far. So that's why I'm like, look, if I lose my job, I won't be able to pay you, and then that will hurt my.
When Christina's court returns.
When you originally filed this claim, you only sued for $1,000. And today, the total amount is $3,757.
I didn't want to take him to the bank all at once like that. I was going to do in 2 separate lawsuits. Because I do care and love him.
Ring.
The deal was I'll pay 50% of everything if we get married. You called off the wedding. So if you made the decision to call off the wedding, shouldn't that be your responsibility to pay everything?
I don't think so. I think, like I said, we
It
both,
was like a business proposition. You're a smart girl.
I feel like we both entered this together, you know, had I known he was lying.
What do you think, Mom?
Well, what I think,
It's a
right
hard
at this
and expensive
time, whatever
lesson.
he signed, he should be held accountable for.
I'm with you there.
And the other, I can't comment on that because I haven't. Some of this stuff is news to me today.
Because here's my problem, Angela. When you originally filed this claim, you only sued for $1,000. That says a lot. And today, the total amount is $3,757.
Right. I didn't want to take him to the bank all at once like that. I was going to do in 2 separate lawsuits. Because I do care and I know that he has a job and he's working and trying to pay. So he would have complained, oh, you know I can't afford that. So I did want to break it up for him to give him a break because I do care and love him.
Really?
So I do give him a lot of leeway and slack.
Anyway, so now you are countersuing for,
$778.
which is?
The 3 days I missed work, plus pain and suffering.
She's not getting pain and suffering, and neither are you, because it's called relationships.
And our whole relationship was a roller coaster. So him taking off of work 3 days for that, that's bull. Because our whole entire relationship throughout
I wasn't taking
was
off 3 days. I was sent home for 3 days.
Love is very painful, isn't it? So there's absolutely no chance for you guys, huh?
Only thing I could suggest is if we just went on a desert island somewhere and got rid of our mothers, then we could actually build something
And
together.
maybe you matured a little bit and became responsible. And stopped borrowing money from me. Maybe if you stop borrowing money.
Did you mean that with all love and affection?
Oh, with all love and respect and affection. I'm just saying
Stop
that
lying.
her mother's in her business, my mother is obviously in our business, and somehow we stopped listening to each other and forgot our relationship.
Yeah.
That I think was a really
sometimes
good
people-
relationship.
And sometimes people forget that there are more important things than money. So what I think is fair is that you will get the unpaid personal, the loan, and you'll also get the money for the hall. Okay, that's it. With your counterclaim, the issue here is that I don't think there was harassment. So I'll give it to you. You had to take a day off to figure this out. I'll give you the $100 that you missed for that day. Okay? So based on the evidence, on the plaintiff's claim, we are going to award her $1,570, and on the defendant's counterclaim, we will award him $100. And that award then is, your award is offset by his award, so you're going to get $1,470, okay? Good luck to you guys.
All rise.
Judge Christina has ruled in favor of both the plaintiff and the defendant. The defendant is ordered to pay her $1,470.
Angela would have made a beautiful bride, Stephen, the church deacon, a handsome groom. But the wedding bells were silenced by the wedding bills. See you in court.